The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Brandon Wilson to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
I got this. 57 Mike.
Garoppolo now. This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, gun. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to roam now. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Seven,
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by...
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short. On
2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 31, Burrow. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run with Mixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
106 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Burrow going up top. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Burrow will throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, now Garoppolo.
That's swung out to Mostert.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
21. Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now Garoppolo. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and very short, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the 2nd half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone is getting those. They need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, if the quarterback is stretched a little bit, some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter, those might be open for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Garoppolo to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This take it in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Wilson now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. Getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. Set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system. Had to breach it. That's mission impossible. Mission completed. Salute when you see me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. The return man, Wilson.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
second down. Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run with Mixon. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down now. Mixon finding room to the 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
6-0 our score after one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, Mitchell. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Wilson.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third and goal. Burrow out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. McPherson's kick is good. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did a job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, gun. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 15. I got this. Flag!
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Bulldozes past him. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, gun. 21.
On first down, Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Azeez Al-Shaair
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 80. 6. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd down at 5. Garoppolo now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle, fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news,
Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
2nd down and 3.
11. We got double up. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 11. Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Stanley Morgan there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Garoppolo on 1st down.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Garoppolo to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback ever picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.